Should I focus on how you know?
Now you know, I'm gonna your job.
Okay,
do
good.
that.
Alright, sorry. I'll prefer to play too. That's good.
Here in the office of Ambassador Mrs. Buzopat, the CEO of Majestic Youth Empowerment Program. Hello, Mrs. Buzopat.
Hi there. You're welcome.
Thank you so much, and thanks for spending your time with us.
No, always.
Okay, please, can you give us more or less introduce yourself to yourself?
Okay, Ambassador Buzopat is a multitasker. Aside being the founder of the Emergency Youth Empowerment Initiative, she is the CEO of Emergency Nigeria Limited to the public relation aspect of this company. She resigned from Kido's Special Multinational Company as the public relations officer, and she is into so many things. She's really a multitasker, and she's very passionate about what she does. Passion drives her as well.
Ms. Chibuzo must be a new person. So, Mrs. Chibuzo, please tell us what your job is. Tell us what you do.
Like I said before, passion drives me, really. The Youth Empowerment Initiative was born out from passion because if you look around the world, you find out that we have youths who really want to build 7-story buildings with 7 bags of cement, and it just doesn't work. Most times, really, you find out that we can't give what we don't have, like I used to say. It's problems about our parents, we blame government, we blame everybody, but somebody has to fill in the gap, and somebody has to speak, and that is why Buzopat has come, to really bridge the gap and give our own quota, because most times we think that we need to have it all to give, but if you want to try that, you test mosquito. You know that little things actually can disrupt the whole lot.
Exactly. So your program, the Youth Empowerment Program, of course, there is no how you can start with something without a challenge. So what are the challenges you're being challenged?
I always tell people that if you think about challenges, you won't be able to do anything. They are part of life, really. But your ability to see every challenge as a stepping stone will give you the encouragement and determination to move on. There is no work that is not difficult. It's what you call it that it becomes. So most times I tell people that I don't see mountain, I see miracles. So the challenges are there, but the passion and the determination and the zeal, with the knowledge that I know that I need to touch lives. For every life you touch 15 in this guys. That propels me. So the challenges, monetary challenges and all that, I must not do it to rule the world. But for a life I touch, like I say, so I will keep doing it.
More lights on that, further on that. What advice are you giving to youth? Because of course we know the condition of the country when it comes to unemployment. So what advice are you giving the youth as a whole? Both those that are yet to graduate from school, those that are graduating. So what do you think we should advise them?
The youth as a baby of the world, as in every country adults their youth. And we need to tell our youth right now that white-collar jobs are rare, because economic situation doesn't help companies who are supposed to give them those opportunities. So we don't need to wait for jobs, we create jobs ourselves. There are so many things that we have to do, and there are inherent abilities deposited in every youth. All we need to do deep down is, if you look at the people we are done today, both in comedy industry, both in our musical industry, but everywhere, most of them were born out of trying to like alter. And Kemo will read engineering for kind of, but what puts food on his table is acting. The thing is that, are we really ready to embrace the things that come our way with passion? Can we take up this decision and determine to remove blames from everybody? Government mustn't do it all. Your parents may not be okay, but it is you who will rewrite the history of your family. We're not thinking about that. We don't need to be born with silver spoon, but we have to put silver spoon for those who are coming behind us. So it's a decision our youth have to know. As you're reading, there are so many things, just like I said, because we have possibilities and so many gifts God has given us. Don't just read because I'm reading mass communication. For crying out loud, be available for everything. It could be most people, to our parents that we expected to give us, most of them carried blocks to pay school fees. Then we don't want to do anything. I'll give you so many examples about our youth. In fact, I went to one company Shamarans PLC. They gave me a blank sheet for employment, really. Because of this youth empowerment, they called me and said, okay, we've been trying to use, we see the noble things you do, but it's not about giving you products and trying to like place insertion on your brochures and all that. Now we're giving you a clean bill of health. Bring this youth. We're starting a project, a new project. Bring them. But I tell you what, none of them will go there because they don't want to hawk, they don't want to market, they want situation whereby everything will be done, and even the ones that are talking can't even express themselves constructively. So well, the problem has to come down with what we have to do inherent as in a critical analysis about our life. We have to look deep down. Everybody, your brother, your sister, your police, wherever, tell them your destiny is in your hand. You have a job to do. Leave what is pursue what is available, and do something with what you have. And you find everywhere very well.
I agree with you on that 100%. I agree with you. So, what advice would you be giving to someone who wants to go into an NGO like yours? How would the person start it? How would the person further?
I always tell people that if you want to do this, you first of all have to ask, who are you? Because I tell people about the SWOT analysis. Your strengths, your weakness, your opportunity, your threat, they are very, very necessary. They are part of life. If you know what your strengths are, then you will know what your opportunities are. And if you know what your threats are, you will know what your weaknesses will be. Because your weaknesses will be the threats you're going to have. First, no, because that I may be doing those things, but I may be a drugged person who will not sleep 3 times in a day. But you are somebody who loves to sleep. You will find another harness to fill in, not just knowing who I am or wanting to be like me. Be yourself. Look out for what you have inside yourself that will differentiate you from what another person has. Now, if you master that, first you have to come down again and know that it's little drop of water that makes a mighty ocean. NGOs that have survived because you may see their glory, but you don't know their story. Are you ready to tell a story about yourself so that by the time your glory comes, you have something to tell people? I tell them. So, carrying letters to go and drop in multinational companies, physically, you empower the corporate affairs head. Because in order to write the letter to impress them, you jazz it up. You tell them everything from A to Z, how you want to do it. So what else do you want? They can as well do it because you've already said it. But then if you go down and know that I can start a program with 50,000 naira only, but it becomes a brand, because that is my own. Yeah, it may not be that successful the first one. It may not be that successful the second time, but people will know you for who you are. And before you say that, they will know this is your event. And then they will anchor. And because of fraudulent people everywhere, you don't expect companies to just buy into that vision that you have, because you may just be somebody who doesn't even know what you want. If you do it the first time, do it the second time, people will see your doggedness, they will see your determination, they will see your belief and your vision that this is what you want and you're making a point. They will buy. It's your decision, your aggressiveness, your loyalty will make me buy into your vision. And that's what I keep telling them. However small it is, start it off.
Of course, hearing from you, hearing from you, no one asks if your job is noble or not, because I see the passion in your job and all that. But I'll still ask for the sake of the show. Do you consider your job to be a noble one?
Yes, every job, not just my job. Every job, even if you're riding a cargo, even if you're carrying cement, is noble. It puts food on your table. It's what you call it. See, people just use this normal adage, you address the way you dress. For crying out loud, it's not just an adage. Because what you call yourself is what I will call you. So if you make your job nonsense, people will look at it as nothing. But the way you carry yourself, the way you believe in what you're doing, do you understand, will make other people respect you. I tell one conductor one day, I stopped on there and said that you're a conductor doesn't mean you dress this way. That you're a mechanic doesn't mean you wear rag from your house. You can wear your clean clothes and then carry your work clothes inside the cellophane. When you get to your workshop, you wear your work clothes. If you're coming out, then wash up your leg, dress and go, because you're the one who is disqualifying and repeating your job and making it look as if it's nonsense. But you can carry it with pride. There's nothing that we want to do on earth that will not put it on our table. It's us who actually like singles out what we want. And everybody wants to have a security man in the house, have a driver, have a cook, but nobody wants to be a cook, nobody wants to be a driver, nobody wants to be a security. So how do we do it? The funny word.
Okay, it's been nice talking with you, but I think you just give us a little advice, just to the youth, just a little bit of advice.
I'm sorry.
The youth out there, just to add up to what I've said before, I'm asking you outside there, that is a you that has an intention to do something that you're looking up to. Even you have your own role models too. What do you think that makes the job noble? I'm asking you, yes, you. What do you think that makes the job noble? What makes the job noble is how you make that job noble. Everything is dependent on you that is watching me right now. Is you. As you make your bed, so you lie on it. You can be a carpenter, it doesn't matter. You can be a driver, it doesn't matter. You can be a medical doctor. But what, how you carry it out matters. See, every finger is not same. Everybody mustn't be a teacher. Everybody mustn't be a doctor. Everybody mustn't be a lawyer. You look at yourself. That's the essence of knowing who you are. If you find out that your brain can't carry that, look at it. You can be a fashionista. Now they're even giving name. You can carve out a niche for yourself. You can create a name. People call it tailor before. Now it's only fashion designer. People call this one before. Everybody is doing something. There's a website. There's so many things you can do for yourself. It is how noble you live that will determine how your life and your job will be called noble by people. Please, my dear, is outside there. I beg you. It does not matter what you feel that you can do. Do it with happiness. Do it with the whole of your heart. Hard work pays. Work hard and pray hard. That will turn around everything. Let me tell you something. Who upgrades is God. Who promotes is God. Who distinguishes us from what is God. So, believe in yourself first of all. Believe in that thing that you do. And then watch out and see what the glory that will come out of it. Don't look down on yourself. Don't look down on that thing that you have. If you want to fry an akara, do it with passion. And I'll tell you that the difference between plantain chips and pekere is in the packaging. This one, people do it and they carry it up and down, flies are going. The other one, the same thing, packaged in a showcase. You go there